What is up, YouTube? HPJ here, and I'm coming at you guys with one of the many anniversary videos for the channel's 15th anniversary. For many of you who know, I have been a content creator on YouTube for 15 years, and one of the major components of my content creation was Puzzles and Dragons. Puzzles and Dragons is a game that was created by Gunko Entertainment. They are famously known for not only Puzzles and Dragons and its variations, but they're also known for puzzles and for Ninjala. Yeah, Ninjala. You know that game that's on. Um, I was going to say the PlayStation. That game that's on the Switch. You know, with the characters that look like bubblegum and they have like giant katanas and stuff like that. Yeah, those guys. And Gunko created those. And when some of us are not playing Ninjala, for all the reasons some people may not be playing most games on the phone, Puzzle & Dragons is a MOBA that was introduced back in 2012. I have been playing the game since 2014, and according to my recent look at my account, I started literally 2 days before my birthday. And as of last year, I have entered my 11th year of playing Puzzles and Dragons, while Puzzles and Dragons has now entered its 13th year of being a game. So, what is the rundown for this video? Well, this video is for me to gush about my experience with Puzzles and Dragons, and also talk about some future plans that I have with some Puzzles and Dragons content. Now, this Puzzles and Dragons content will not be posted on the main channel. My idea was to take it and post it on my second channel, my Plays and Archive channel, where I wanted to take a lot of my videos from the main channel, take them, put them on the archive channel, and then the archive channel can have those videos. Which was my initial thing, but I had some issues with downloading some of my videos and trying to re-upload them onto the other page, because the other page is still affiliated with me. The thing is that I don't have a lot of content as of late because it's just been sitting there. I initially did want to create content for my Plays channel, where I just played through certain dungeons or I played through certain games, and I just post the content up there raw, or I take music and I put it in there, or I do some commentary over it and like, hey, this is me playing this game, this is me playing this duel, or playing, getting this Pokemon, or talking about this and that, what I thought would be a great break from the downtime that I have when I'm not doing Yu-Gi-Oh content, which is a lot. So, because of that whole situation, I really did question, did I want to really go back into playing, various video games and stuff again, which I do. Because I love video games. I've always been playing video games, and that's part of the reason why I love Puzzles and Dragons. Pad had not only its major wave of collaborations with some of the most iconic video games, anime, and series, but it also created its own worth of content throughout these years. I remember when I started playing Puzzles and Dragons, I had a lot of bad experiences. One of my least favorite experiences, which I will tell you honestly, I don't like a lot of the Puzzles and Dragons community. It's a very bold thing to say, but it's a very true thing to say. Because at the time where I started playing, and even into the years later, I experienced a lot of bullying from a lot of the Puzzles and Dragons community. I was very young and I was very young. I was naive to a lot of the things that were going on, and why I do say, yeah, I should take responsibility for how things panned out. I do say that some people also should take the initiative to understand that just because I'm, you're in quote the expert to it, there's better ways to talk to someone, and period. And then even when they're addressing the issues of, I'm playing Puzzles and Dragons, but I don't know what I'm doing. I'm playing Puzzles and Dragons, and I want some help. Like, can someone help me build a team that's functional, that I can create some stuff with? I'm just now starting out. I don't know what this new, what in-game content looks like. I didn't know there was really an in-game at Puzzles and Dragons till I got to the in-game years later. And then even then, some of the in-game content really needed some work, which thankfully they did fix a lot of it. But for the most part, in what I experienced overall, um, yeah, I don't really reflect too much on the Puzzles and Dragons community. I kind of leave them where they is. It's kind of the same thing with some of the Yu-Gi-Oh community, because you're gonna hear me talk about a lot of the comparisons between the two. Which, funny enough, Yu-Gi-Oh did have a collaboration with Puzzles and Dragons over a few years ago, and actually just recently had a rerun of that collaboration. Like second or third time. I won't say second or third time, but it was still a good run. Needless to say, we got a lot of really good cards out of it. And last we checked, the last new wave of cards were the main characters from Yu-Gi-Oh! Sevens and Jade and Yuki from Yu-Gi-Oh! GX joined in the fray. While unfortunately Jayden kind of came at a time where light cards were doing extremely well, Yugi's improvements, the new equipped cards that came, and even the introduction to some of the not puzzle dragons, the what was it? The Duelist Kingdom cards. Definitely did slay in some new things that definitely did spark a lot of people, because I didn't know how many Yu-Gi-Oh players play Puzzles and Dragons until Puzzles and Dragons dropped their Yu-Gi-Oh collab and people were doing videos on that. I did a couple of videos as well talking about the cards as well, but that was the whole thing about Puzzles and Dragons, is that once these collabs start dropping, people are going to invest in them. Final Fantasy had one. I invested in that. I think Puzzle and Dragons' most recent run of it was Final Fantasy 16. When that came out, Pat got a large portion of the 16 cast as cards, and I did roll a good portion of the good ones. I'm not gonna lie. Then Puzzle and Dragons. So let's see, the collabs that I can easily name to you off the top of my head that came to NA. Because yes, there are 2 servers. There used to be 3 servers. The third server was the EU server, and I'll just jump into that right now. Because Puzzle and Dragons is a MOBA and a gacha, there was a lot of issues with loot crates and situations like that where you can buy currency that's already given in the game. So when the EU cracked down on it, a lot of other countries cracked down on it as well. And then Google Play and iOS stores also cracked down on it, where they basically said, if you're going to continue to be on this platform, some of you guys need to change what you do in terms of how you present getting content for via crates and loot boxes and stuff like that, which I'm very thankful for, because it changed a lot of things for the better. Only downside is, in Pokemon games, I don't have game corners. Yeah, because they were really, really strict about that. The last official game corner that was in a Pokemon game that was playable was in Generation 4. Hargo Soul Silver Japan edition was the Japanese version. Is the only one that has actual slots where you can replay the slots and get coins to exchange for Pokemon. You could not no longer buy the coins in the game and then exchange them. You had to play Voltorb Flip in order to get it. And then when they remade Diamond, Pearl, Red Diamond, Shining Pearl, and Let's Go Eevee and Pikachu, the game corners that were in those games were reworked to be locations for other things. If you're playing Let's Go Eevee and Pikachu, the game corner exists, but you're not allowed to do anything in the game corner except for talk to people about them playing in the game corner. I even believe that there was maybe some issues that happened with Team Rocket that caused a cave-in part of the game corner. If I'm not mistaken. If I am mistaken, I do apologize. And the other was that Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl, the remix of Diamond and Pearl version from Gen 4. Their game corners became clothing stores. And you can pick up clothes for X amount of money in those stores. Which I did buy all the outfits for my character. But yeah, boxes and stuff like that, those things had to change. And for Puzzles and Dragons, one of the big things in them was their REM, their rare egg machine. And as someone who's rolled from the rare egg machines, I'm glad the changes were done because a lot of the things in the rare egg machine were very unfair. We couldn't get certain cards, things were in certain rotations. When Gotfest came, we were spending, some of us had to actually spend our own money to get things. And that's also something I want to advise to people is that if you're going to play Puzzles and Dragons, you are going to eventually have to pay out of your wallet. Now, if you have a really good job or you know how to save your money, some of these are investors. And one of the biggest things that I've learned over the years, do your research before you start rolling. Because if you start rolling and you get mad because of things you roll, that tends to be on you. Trust me, I've experienced that. I've only rolled in REM or in collab machines if I know that there are things in there that I like. For instance, I rolled in Digimon, I rolled in Yu-Gi-Oh, I rolled in Final Fantasy, I rolled in... Did I roll in Jujutsu Kaisen when it came out? No, I didn't roll in Jujutsu Kaisen when it came out. I didn't roll in Bleach. That's right. I'm naming some of the heavy hitters. The only one that never came to JP was not Digimon, Dragon Ball. And then there was another wave of anime characters that didn't come, like Inuyasha, Conan from Case Closed, and stuff like that. Those characters didn't come because of copyrights between Japan and stuff. And which is funny because we got Bleach and all the other shows, but we did not get. We didn't even get One Piece. One Piece was a collab that NA was promised, and we never got it. I don't even think we got a reskin of it because yeah, we did experience those as well. If due to copyright, some collaborations did not come to NA, so those collaborations ended up becoming reskins of what is known as the Gung Ho collab, where Gung Ho uses their own IP characters to reskin over characters from other franchises that the JP server got for collabs that we didn't. The most famous of them are Marvel, because Marvel's owned by Disney now. Then the other is Gundam, that got a reskin, so we never got the chance to play we got the Gundam cards, but we got them in the forms of new characters that, funny enough, were reskins. And then finding out after we got Gung Ho Another Story, because it's Gung Ho Another Journey, and that's the one that represents the wave of Gung Ho reskinning Gundam. Gung Ho Another Story is the ones that are reskins of the Marvel excuse me, the Marvel cards that we did not get because the mouse said no. Then there was this whole wave of Disney cards that came, but we didn't get those either. Now there is a Disney game that came out that was created by Gung Ho, but we don't know if we're going to be getting those cards because the JP server has gotten them, and there's a lot of really good ones that came in the server that are bulking up a lot of the cards that are around, but unfortunately we won't get those. It's the story of our lives. Now, in terms of me and playing Gung Ho game, I've played this game for years, approaching my 12th year, my 11th year now of playing. Because I wrote down that it was my 10th year. It was my 11th year. No, it was my 10th year of playing pad. Because I didn't get my first Android phone till 2014. And then I started playing Puzzles and Dragons literally before my birthday. And I forget, I think the first collab card that I rolled for Puzzles and Dragons, was Leyland, the Chinese celestial goddess of fire. Yeah, Shizuku Leyland was the one that I got. And then from there on, I just played Puzzles and Dragons. I rolled in events, I played through dungeons. I got to see some very iconic characters from various franchises join in, which was awesome. Then when Pad did its 15,000 different changes, while some I liked more than others, I used to own their subscription. I threw that out the way and said, no, ma'am, your subscription is butt ass and I will not continue to support it. Then I experienced, just like many others, I wanted content that we were not going to be given. And I, at a minute, wanted to even go and get the JP stuff. So, an APK for Japan. So I could play um, the JP server. But then I said no, because then I'm going to want to spend money like I did with Monster Strikers. When Monster Strikers had their collab with Yu-Gi-Oh! And I wanted to play that. And then I said, no, it's okay. Monster Strikers was also another MOBA game that came to NA, and then they shut the servers down. Mm-hmm. No fun. So, yeah, that is a lot when it comes to Puzzles and Dragons, I know. And um, I did a lot of live streams for Puzzles and Dragons, as many of you know. I did many of them on my Twitch page. I did some of them starting off actually on my YouTube channel. Then I was using a screen recorder to screen record a lot of that content. But then the screen recorder got locked behind its own handful of bullshit. So then I said, you know what, I don't want to do this anymore. If you're not going to let me use it like before, then I'm not going to use this anymore. And I didn't. I stopped using it. So I can easily just record things off of my built-in screen recorder. Now that Android phones have those, they just have really bad audio. So one of the many things that I did think about was if I wanted to, what I wanted to do afterwards in terms of content, because I know a lot of you guys don't like the dead air. And I did initially think, well, I wanted to do a test run of some things. And I took a dungeon run that I did recently. And I decided that this was going to be a great way for me to kind of just, excuse me, because I'm kind of sleepy, kind of see if people, liked it. Puzzles and Dragons content again, but also wanted to just put those videos up on my archive channel, my play and archive channel. And I can still do it. I still want to do it. It's just that I'm kind of on the fence now because I haven't really got any likes or anything about it. So maybe I will just leave it on the Archives and Plays channel and just upload it there. And redirect everyone to the channel if they wanted to see my Puzzles and Dragons quest or maybe some other things as well. But it's a give it time, give it well situation for me. But in terms of Puzzles and Dragons, like I said, I still play it even though I don't live stream it. I'm just at a point done with a large portion of its community, and I will just continue to play casual with it. I still enjoy playing it here to there. I log in, I get my bonuses, I play a dungeon or two, and then I just move on. That's literally it. And if you do want to follow me, I can easily post. Oh, in the description box, I post my my ID, so you can find me on Puzzles and Dragons. And I'm still actually rocking the most latest addition to it, to the NA server. That's Digimon, and I'm running the new Digimon cards as well. We're just waiting to hear what Gung Ho NA will be doing for for new content and what content we'll be getting. Will we be getting, Digimon stuff? Will we be getting, the re-evaluate? Will we be getting Gung Ho another store situation? No, if we're going to get the redo of Jujutsu Kaisen, or are we just going to go back to just not having anything and, just building it from there? So I don't know. It definitely just depends on what you guys are doing. But if you guys see this video, I even make a post too of if you guys would like to see me do more puzzle, do my content on the other channel and stuff like that. Most of you will probably say, yeah, we want to see your other content on the other channel. That way it just, I can move things. And I got to figure out how to move things with these Because I remember trying to do that, and YouTube wasn't minding it till I tried to re-upload it on the other channel. Yeah. But with that in turn said, everybody, that's going to wrap up this video of me reflecting on Puzzles and Dragons. If you want to play Puzzles and Dragons, here's my advice for you. If you're going to play it, wait till a Godfest. Follow them on Facebook, so you can see exactly where they are going to have certain events. Follow them on YouTube as well, because they do videos for YouTube to tell you, hey, this is the latest content. And then at the end of it, they always talk about their next wave of content as well. So definitely go check that out. You can easily find some YouTubers that do Puzzle and Dragons content. They'll probably give you some more insight on things if you would like to. Am I going to recommend any? No, but if you ask, I'll probably leave some links there too. Or you can just click in Puzzle and Dragons and you can find it on YouTube or Reddit and stuff like that. So, yeah. So, I'm going to go ahead and end the video here. I want to first off say thank you to everyone who watches the content. I appreciate you. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe to the channel, as it helps me out tremendously. Notification bell if you guys want to be informed when I upload more content. Socials are in the description box below, and if you guys would like to see more of my content, you can check the previous video and playlist to see more. So with that said and done, thanks everyone for watching. HPJ signing out. Take care.